Some people are, oh, well, you still shoot shorts? I hear that a lot, you know. It's like, of course I still shoot short films. It's an art form within itself, you know, because it requires you to use certain muscles that you don't get a chance to use on feature films. What I really admire about short films is that you have this very small window of time and space where you need to provide the audience or the artist with an opportunity to make a connection with something and bring that to a specific closure in whatever way you deem important. And so there are levels, right? You can be very liberated and very free and not have to draw sort of connective tissue between linear time, you know, once upon a time there was, and then that thing ended and now it's done, right? There's obviously that version of it where, you know, you might be more married to precision, much more married to consistency. But then there's also the story where it starts with, it's not about once upon a time, it's about breaking that sort of very Western, Eurocentric way of telling stories, and you kind of shatter it all into pieces, and you're creating smaller vignettes, potent vignettes that have to, you know, somehow make sense. Whatever you're doing, you have to be so much more conscious of the dialectics than you don't necessarily have to be. I don't feel like you always have to be in long form or narrative feature films. And so I think it's a good exercise for every choice you make has to move the story forward. I think one just has to be so much more concise and so much more clear about their goal, you know, what it is they want out of the collaboration on short films, so much more so than you do with feature films. Feature films, actually at a certain level, they just kind of like gain their own arms and legs, and they're like walking. You don't need to do much, right? It's just the machine is moving, and the thing is just sort of like, it's been tamed and it's sort of been trained to like move in that particular direction, and when it derails, the whole thing sort of falls apart. Whereas short films, it's like there is no training, there is no, what it is it's more jazzy, you know. You know, things can happen. You can contemplate changing an idea because time is of the essence, but it really isn't. You know what I mean? You're so much more freer formally inside the short film space than I feel like you are in the feature film space. You don't go into a short film saying, oh, well, you know, it's more improvised. Everything about it is so much more improvised. The story, the feeling, you know, so we're not going to be prepared. You never do that, you know. I always have to have a certain level of preparation. I kind of have to know what it is I want to feel from the film before I go into making it, so helping make it. And so yeah, I'm all about preparation, you know, as much as I can. I used to be very nervous about being in the movie and not being prepared. What I've learned is that in my own journey preparing movies is that preparation is a spirited experience as well, you know. It is spiritual, and so at least the collaborations that I'm part of, they occupy my soul in a particular way that everything I'm doing is moving in the interest of the film. And so part of the spontaneity of not knowing also is helps the film as well. So, you know, I wouldn't say lack of preparedness, but the sort of in the spirit of spontaneity and spirit of improvisation, the film benefits. You know, at the same time, the sort of rigid, I know where the camera's going, I know what the light's gonna do, I know what's happening in the scene, and I can tell you all the 30 angles in a couple of seconds. That also is helpful, and I think the balance between the two is what makes the kind of films I want to make good films, or the attempt to be good films, or an attempt to be great films, is that they're very assured of themselves in one way, but also not insecure about not being assured and being more liberated and free in one area. And so that marriage of the two, I think, makes the films that I participate in, I think, films that I think are important films.